Hello, everybody. Astrology report here for the week of September 18th, September 24th. Um, was great week last week. For some of you, probably wasn't. For a lot of you, probably there was this part of talking and aggravations that I warn you that will happen. Simply because Mars and Mercury they were going together, and I was very informative to tell you be careful how you talk or how you listen, how you do your communications, because it will trigger you. It will trigger the part inside of you, and specifically Mars, the way it is in Virgo, tries the warrior tries to organize his earth affairs, and when this communication happens, these energies are happening inside. The warrior wants to have inner talk, but everything else out of the world tries to tell him that the outer world has to listen to the person has to listen the outer world, the warrior inside of you, and that is a lot of communication involved on that part. So this will also exist in this week, and to begin with, here they are. They still kind of like going together, Mars and Mercury. That's up in the sky, and that part right here, if you just looking at it through Pluto, okay, it was these aggravations they were right here. And those aggravations, they're going to be for a little while going on, simply because there will be pressures here. But over the time, that pressure is going to be increased a little bit more, simply because Mars and Venus, when they're coming together, they're going to come in Libra, and they got to face the universe. And the only ways to face the universe won't be a direct straight line. They have to go through Pluto, who's going to be shifting. If you look at the Pluto video I just made today, that would you will put the pictures of together of what actually is going on of it. Simply because Pluto, it's allowing this energy to find its way out, but through professional way of look, through evolving way of looking at it, not like your knowledge based throughout the earth. And that is one of the lessons that Pluto will teach right now, okay, is that part of the earth that you need to understand that your affairs on earth is not only material things, material possessions. It's also you have a soul, you have things that you need to do, and if you're not changed with love, you're gonna be changed by pain. So that's why that last week was this part, and it's still there, and we're gonna be feeling it too much on Monday. And as of today, the energy is nice, and it's gonna be completely different. But as you see it, overnight the thing's gonna shift. Overnight, the moon is gonna be moved in Virgo, and it's gonna beginning to join the warrior. Now the warrior is gonna be expressing his emotions, and the warrior can express two emotions: the emotions of wisdom or emotions of anger. And a lot of you will face this part here. And when the anger, as far as everybody knows, does not solve any problems, but the realizing and the realization through a Pluto to get you, it will lead you to it. So that is going to be the part during Monday. What would you do? Because simply the anger will restrict you. The anger is gonna be put you that don't be angry. Your anger is not good. Okay, and a lot of you is gonna find a different way of triggers inside of you. So be careful with your expression of emotions during Monday, Tuesday, simply because when the moon shift, the emotions that's going to be there, your expression of emotions, they're going to be as Virgo, simply because you're going to be trying to solve something, you're trying to organize something within the world, which is Virgo. So that's going to be on Monday. Tuesday, how you see it right now, the energy will shift, but that part here will still exist with Mars and Mercury, but it's gonna go kind of like more relaxing. It's not gonna have its intensity that much as Mercury will move away. But also what's going to happen, if you take a look, Venus is gonna come in, and she's gonna get out of Leo. And a lot of the females is gonna be feeling like, oh my God, why I was always in my ego? Simply is because Venus was in Leo. Now when the Venus get out of Leo and enter in Virgo, that's gonna be the time when a lot of the females is gonna be, I have to fix my earth affairs, I have to fix my things, I have to fix my changes. And that is going to be the part that is going to be beginning to feel during Tuesday. Also, if you see it, we're going to beginning of the new moon on Virgo, and those are very special times right now, because ever since after that we have the dual new moon in Leo, actually what happened is that earlier we were listening the lessons from the moon of first being together as a new moon, and the sun stays in the same zodiac sign, and the moon goes into the position of it, while the sun stays in the same sign, and learning the lesson first by knowing what we can achieve together, and then what we're going to face when we are separate and against each other. Now what the lesson is right now, it begins that first we're learning that when we are against each other we cannot accomplish anything. We're going to be learning the lesson in the same zodiac sign, while the moon and the sun are together. It's completely opposite. And this is the part that right now we're going to be experiencing it. And throughout this new moon, a lot of the people are gonna feel the realizations. They need to straighten out their affairs within art, simply because during the beginning, the shift that comes in, when the sun will move into Libra, that's gonna be the time when the whole energy is crossing over into the spirituality level of life. To remind you that everything from Aries into Virgo, it has to do with your three-dimensional life. Everything from Libra into Pisces, it has to do with your spirituality way of life. Simply because here it's about you, here it's about you with others. And that's why the beginning of the partnership, you will see that we are going to have first of all an opposition here with sun and the moon, when we're going to have a full moon in Aries, and later on the moon when it comes in Libra, within the sun there's going to be some special events that's going to happen in Libra, beginning of it. But you're going to feel these pressures, you're going to feel this stuff. And again, the energy is not going to be too much changed, simply because Pluto is going to be, if you look at it, Pluto is going to be staying on this for a few days, and 10 is going to be going with another minute. Here you go, with another minute. He's going to stay in this position. He's right now slowing down of the speed when he's going to be turning direct. And I talked about more about these changes. So here is a very special moment that's gonna be happening, simply because of Uranus is gonna be affecting the sun for quite a while up here between Virgo and Libra, simply because the things are gonna be directed. They not gonna be so so much. You're gonna see the visions. You're gonna see the power that the incoming changes inside of you. They're gonna be like guided, and you're gonna be like, I felt like this is going to happen. All of a sudden, it happens, and that's what comes in from this yacht effect up here. And also on Wednesday, the moon when it comes in up here on Libra, okay, um, there's gonna be the emotions of revaluation in the partnership, that you need to fix this part of your relationships, and you want to find the peace. You want to find through solutions through talk to be in the right way, the proper way. And during that period, when the moon is in Libra, you will feel it of the Libra's energies inside of the emotions, what's going on. And on Thursday, that power actually is going to be very much felt. Now you will see that it's a similar effect that we had during the gates of the lion gates, but now the effect is between the sun and the moon, and Uranus and Neptune. And that part right here will be the guidance. That will be these emotions present from the spirituality side, from the ego side, simply because you have to focus and fix that part with and the relationships. There's gonna be some tensions though, simply because a lot of you is gonna feel like they're pushed, they're pressed, there's some kind of force is forcing you this, and some of you is gonna be, why this happening in my life. You can blame Pluto as much as you want to, but he's the one who does the transformation, simply because in order you to evolve, to be what you need to be, you need to be changed. You can't be just stuck. Something has to move. But the pressure of this is going to be felt simply because he stays in the same spot. That his energy is going to be like, hold your horses, everything's going to be okay. Just bear with me. If you don't bear with the good, then it's going to be bear with the bad. So careful what you want to listen. And that's going to be the message that is going to be given to you, because Uranus is going to give the message to the sun, but Neptune in Pisces is going to give the message to the moon. And this is the part that you're going to learn through your own way. And Friday, that energy will be gone. That energy will be gone, but this energy right here, it's going to be that power of things that why that's happening to me, God, why you hurting me, guy, why you make me suffer, why want me in the pain. That is going to be your pain. But if you look at it here, you can find the true love, which is Venus, which is already going into a Virgo. You can find God through love, not through your aggravations. You can find God through your limitations and see yourself through Saturn. You're gonna see, and you find God again, the universe. It's a very tricky part that it's gonna come up. A lot of you is gonna feel throughout the day. On Friday, by the way, it's September 22nd, and that is gonna be your shift. That's gonna be beginning of preparations of your shift, the way it needs to be, because the moon is gonna move in Scorpio, and you all know what's happening in Scorpio. Scorpio is the one who does the clearing the house. You're bad, you don't surf anymore, get the heck out. This is a rotten food, it needs to be thrown away. This furniture doesn't look good, has to go away. This person in my life, it doesn't serve any more purpose, has to go away. And that's what the emotion is. That's what on the next day, on Saturday, this part right here, it will see how it works out itself. And that's why the moon, it's going to be a pretty good position. A lot of you is gonna feel like have to prepare for the winter. I have to go ahead and I get to the parts of organize and prepare everything, and simply that it's gonna be a very positive day. But at the same time, the sun moves into Libra, and the energy will shift of the sun as if you see it. The sun, okay, it doesn't have any aspects with no body, simply because the sun, it wants to comes in and brings itself into the next level of life. This is gonna be simply like you become a newborn, and this is gonna be your new beginning of it. This is your new beginning as a you evolving as personality. And some of you are gonna feel like this is the time to change. This is the time to transform. And Sunday, the moon is still in Scorpio, and now all these effects here, we're still gonna be working through a cleaning. As you see it, the separation here between Mercury and Mars will begin. The tensions from those will be a little bit less, but now the Venus and Mars will gonna start getting close together. And here is the part of the spirituality that it's gonna be bringing them in little by little together. And over the time, the retrograde that exists will begin to touch them through Pluto, and you will see how this part is going to play a huge role, and Venus is going to find her limitations through Saturn in the universe, and that part it's going to begin on Sunday. A lot of you is going to realize that they made a mistakes in life, and they want to feel to apologize. They're going to see their limitations of not being the truth, or they feel like limitations that they're pushing someone so much. Finally figure out that they don't have to push that person so much. They have to use their soft side. They have to use something else into, and that is going to be a very good realizations through Sunday. And again, Pluto, just 16 degrees 52 minutes. He's going to be staying there for a little bit until he shifts to the 16 degrees 51 minute, and right there he's going to be stopped, and he's going to be get out, and he's going to go back to the 16 degree 52 minutes on October 7th, but he's going to shift on October 6th to move to the 16 degrees 52 during October 6th, October 7th during the night. And you will see that change, because this same energy will come back the way it is right now. But what's going to happen with that energy is that before the energy was in the soul, before the energy was in the visions, it's like a guidance. Now the guidance is gone, the visions are gone. Now the visions that you have, they have to become reality. And that is the transformation, the process that Pluto will bring in. Now we're going to follow it more with him with the following weeks. Thank you so much for watching the Astrology Report, and be loved.